Jeff Neal here, making carpentry great again. Got an exciting episode today. We are going to be building a timber frame front porch addition for our client. They wanted to use exposed timber frame design, so we grabbed everything from Home Depot that was pre-treated with the cedar tone, and that's what we're going to be starting today. Before we do that, let's jump into the model. All right, so this is the project. I did a basic SketchUp model here to show what we're going to be doing. This is great for the client to visualize what actually you've got in your mind, and it's agreeable. It also helps you eliminate any kind of constructability issues ahead of time, because you're able to piece it all together virtually before building it. So this is what we're going to be tackling. On our way to the job site. Potter's right behind me. Today we are going to be tackling the rafters and the timber framing. It's going to be a good day. Let's get it. Got all of our stuff set. All our timbers are set for the frame. Coming back from lunch, we'll be setting the rafters. Boom. What we're trying to figure out right now is how to match the pitch of our addition to the pitch of that roof, which makes a nice, clean, very even looking valley. A phone called Pitch Factor. You can find it in the App Store. There's probably other ones like it. But what it does is allows you to find the pitch from your iPhone. Is this exact? I don't know, but it's exact enough for what we're doing, because we are creating a new pitch for this roof, and we wanted to get as close as we can to this to where it looks as nice as possible. So setting your level, hitting all the high points of each shingle. Go. So we're going with a 5/12 pitch, which is 5 inches of rise over 12 inches. Handed in a note card. If you remember, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. What we're doing here is getting this pitch on the roof. It even kind of matches the other pitch, so it'll make everything look very nice. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 72, which is the length of our overall center from the outside of the timbers to the center of the timber. And we're going to square that. So if you turn your calculator sideways, you can square it. You're going to write that down. And then you're going to take 5 times 6, which is our overall length. So 5 times 6 is 30. And then you're going to square that. It's got 900. Or add in the 5184 and take the square root of that. 78. We know that the overall length of our rafter from tip to tip is going to be 78 inches. Now, in order to figure out what our overall height needs to be for the top of that rafter, we take the 5 inches times 6 feet, which is 6 times 5, which gives us 30 inches from the bottom to the top. We have to account for our ridge board that's going to be going down the middle, in our case a 4x4, just for aesthetic looks, and we'll be placing that next. And so there you have it, the framed porch edition. All our timbers are up, all of our rafters are up. We'll be putting decking on tomorrow. What's up, guys? So the reason I'm routering every one of these boards that we're using as our decking is we decided to go with the cedar tone pre-treated wood, and they do not make that in tongue and groove, or at least not readily available. So I purchased this guy just recently. This is the first time I'm using it. It's the brushless compact router from DeWalt. It's working out really great. It's got a lot of power, definitely enough power for what I'm doing anyway. And yeah, so we'll be putting these on shortly. We're here installing the tongue and groove on the Porch Edition. One of the hard things about installing tongue and groove is getting these boards really tight and being able to fit them in there, because you have to go back on that angle and it can't fit. So one way is to keep all your boards loose and put them in as you go, and then tighten them back up, leaving 3 loose to put the next board on. So Potter's a vegan, and he won't even eat God's chicken. He's afraid it'll make his tummy hurt.
What? Or this? Oh, it's really hard to get the liquid out of the top.
So unlike Scott Brown's Potter, my Potter doesn't know as much.
I don't know anything.
We've got my old belt on. We've gotten him all set up with all his tools. We're going to turn this guy into a master carpenter. So we are installing the Simpson Strong Ties concealed post base. Potter is marking the holes right now where we will use the hammer drill to bore out the holes, just like we've done on these over here. Bore out the holes, vacuum them out, and then you come and anchor them down, and then this post base goes right here, which keeps the 4x4 or 6x6 off of the concrete. And then when you're prepping your base for installation, you just drill or cut a slit where the concealed post base can fit up in there, and then use the pins that come with it and drive those in.